Hello, folks. So today we have Dipan Datta with us. He's my brother and a very dear friend for a little friendly chat. He describes himself as a social impact professional with a master, and he has a master's degree from Tata Institute of Social Science and has a sectoral experience of over 13 years. Hopefully, he will be able to share some insights on the field and for those who want to take it up as a profession. So we'll just start with a brief description of your background, like where do you belong from, and where did you study, and what are you currently doing. So please go ahead, Dipan.
Yeah, thank you, Rishabh. Very good evening. Myself Dibyan, and I was born and brought up in Kolkata, and we grew up together in Calcutta. And I did my schooling till up to standard 12 from Calcutta, and then I moved for my graduation to pursue graduation. I moved to Bombay to pursue a bachelor's degree in social work from Nirmala Niketan College of Social Work, which is under Mumbai University. So that's my short description as background. So I belong to Calcutta. I am a very much a Bengali and a Bong, and I
Okay.
uh, I pretty much grew up like any other ordinary child.
Right.
How they
So,
grow up.
what made you take up BSW for the undergrads? Like, everyone is striving to become either engineers or doctors or lawyers.
Right.
So something must have gone off right or wrong in your head. So you decided to take social work. So please go ahead.
Yeah. So during my plus two, so I did my plus two. I took up humanities during my 11 and 12 in my plus twos, and while I was studying in Better High, I was fortunate enough to get guidance from one of my teacher who used to teach me sociology in school. And I was actually interested as a student. I was interested in sociology and history. These were two subjects I was interested in. And then she was the person who guided me that if you are interested, you may think of taking up social work as a profession. And from so that was the first time. So if you ask me, so let me put it this way, this entire concept of social work or this institute that exists there, like TISS or something, was very new to me because I was not
Right.
aware.
Right.
For me, coming from a very much middle class background and education in Calcutta, I was much more inclined towards doing or pursuing a graduation in sociology, or say something in Bachelor of Arts, either in Presidency University or in Calcutta or Jadavpur University. So, just to share with all of you here that I gave my exams in sociology in St. Xavier's and in Presidency and Ashutosh, and I was fortunate that I got through Presidency. I got BA in sociology in Presidency, but then that was the time I had already decided that I will pursue social work. So how this happened is, one, the guidance that I received from my sociology teacher, that there is this institute known as Tata Institute of Social Science where you can pursue uh, social work, but that is at the master's level. So
Right.
what I
So,
realized,
so,
and
so, so
that was
just
the time.
just let me.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know in particular. I mean, TIS doesn't offer undergrad degree. It's only for
yeah,
graduate
yeah,
students.
yeah. No, no, no. It offers. So what happens is, I came to know. So that was the time the internet access to internet was not so easy for us.
That's true.
We uh, we used to go to the cyber cafes. We used to have these cyber cafes. We used to go and do our either projects, or I used to fill the forms for universities and schools. So there I realized, after getting this information of TISS, I went through their website and I realized in Mumbai, so that was the only campus that time. They had only one campus. Now TISS has expanded over four campus. We will talk about it in, of course, in our in today's conversation. But sticking to this question, that was the only campus TISS had in Mumbai that time, where they used to offer master's program. they had one campus in Osmanabad, which is Tulzapur campus. It is so Tulzapur is located in one of the districts of Maharashtra, which is Osmanabad. In Osmanabad district, they have the rural campus, they call it. So it's this rural campus where Osmanabad campus, where they used to offer BA courses, bachelor's courses. It was not BSW, bachelor's in social work, but it was BA in social work. Okay. Now the they have made a integrated, a tailor-made course where you can. So the Tulzapur campus has also expanded. So for us in our time, this used to have only two campuses. It was Mumbai campus, the main campus where they used to offer the MA program and all the MS program, whether you take up HR or social work, and they had the Tulzapur campus where they used to offer BA program. Now in but this was also the time what happened is I used to follow one thing very rigorously as a student, which I would like to share here. That is during my plus two, I used to follow Times of India's education times, which used to come on every Monday, and there was every Wednesday Times of India had Times Ascent as a supplement. Accent used to come. Ascent. So this was so the education times was more related to informing the students and the young people about different educational opportunities, scholarships, institutions across the country and across the globe about different courses. And the Wednesday supplement, which is Times Ascent, that used to offer gives us a kind of uh, info about information related to the job market in terms of what you can do if you study, for example, humanities. Uh, so these two paper I used to follow rigorously and religiously, to be very honest. And that was the time, for
Times
the
Ascent was
first time,
kind of a LinkedIn.
Ananda Bazar, which is the
Times Ascent was a LinkedIn of the
yeah,
previous generation.
because
Yeah.
you know yeah, definitely. And matlab, I am actually what you are telling is very true, because fact of the matter is that was the time when Anand Bazar, which is one of the biggest dailies in Eastern India,
Right.
they came out with their supplementary, which was known as Prostuti. I don't know whether it is still there or not in the
Okay.
market.
No, I don't think so.
They used to have a educational supplement known as Prostuti, which used to give a plethora of information related to uh, courses, higher studies, degrees, scholarships, and what kind of preparation one aspirant can do in order to pursue their careers. In these two paper, both these two paper, Prostuti and Education Times, gave me information of TISS and Nirmala Niketan College of Social Work. So that was my first introduction to Nirmala Niketan. That is how I came to know about, okay, it is not only TISs that exist in the country. I have so I can be at peace, at mind. I can be at peace. There is another institution which offers bachelor's degree. So
Okay.
then I was happy. Okay, I have something in hand. So that's how
Right.
I was introduced to the this world of social work.
Okay. Uh, that's great to know. Uh, can you just walk us through the procedure? Like after you passed undergrads, how did you apply for TISS? Like Tata Institute of Social Science is the premier institute for social
Sure.
work. It's equivalent to IITs in
Yeah,
the
it
science and
is.
technology industry. So can you just walk us through the preparation and people who are actually aspiring to do a master's from TIS, what they should keep in mind while applying, and what are the just a few tips and how the
Yeah.
mindset should be.
So one thing is, let me be very honest and clear here. It is not that anybody who comes from any background can apply to TISS. That is one thing. Okay, it is not
Okay.
hard and fast. So TISS does not have any hard and fast rule that you have to have a social science background or a
Right.
humanities background
Yeah,
to
I actually
apply
applied
for
for
social work.
TISS with an engineering degree. So yeah, anyone can apply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have that hard and fast rule. What they expect is, since I have seen the institute in and out, I have been almost I did my masters there from TISS. uh, they offer bachelor's degree now. Now the institute has expanded not only in its course, but also students and campus uh, has expanded. TISS has campus in Hyderabad, in Guwahati, apart from the Mumbai, which is the main campus. But one thing is sure, that, for example, TISS offers different variety of courses in social science, and unlike other institutions in the country, what makes TISS different is its interdisciplinary approach. I would like to say that it is the interdisciplinary approach that TISS has, which makes it very different from other institutes or universities. For example, if uh, I I had done a master's in sociology from, say, Presidency or Calcutta University or Mumbai University, then it was those courses are basically, it's academically rigorous and theoretically oriented courses, unlike social work. So social work is a course which has a mix of, rather a blend of both theory and practice. So the practice is the field work where the students go to learn their work environment, how they will work in the field, and it has a mix of both practice and theory. you know and and this course, TISS offers, so TISS has Center for Development Studies, which is School of Development Studies, which offer different courses: MA in Development Studies, MA in Women Studies, Masters in Cultural and Media Studies. It has different schools. It has
Yeah.
vast centers and schools. Now, within the School of Social Work, the School of Social Work has different schools and centers. But coming back to the point, what's one, if somebody is aspiring to prepare for TISS, apart from there are new coaching centers that has come up in Calcutta, I have heard. So apart from doing that, what they can do is, I my only suggestion would be, it's a very humble suggestion to all of them who are willing to prepare for or aspiring for TISS in social work particularly, or in social sciences, then I should I would suggest that during your plus twos, and then when you are doing your graduation, one should start developing the habit of reading journals. For example, Frontline, then there is Yojana, and then there is another development journal, two, three development journals. And in newspaper, one should definitely follow the Hindu,
Okay.
specifically the opinion page, the op-ed, what we call. Okay.
Right.
So these are the two, three things. Apart from that, competition success review. So basically, what you are expected of is to have an idea of what is happening around you in the country and at the global level, uh, the general knowledge in terms of the current affairs basically, and some social legislations you should know. uh, if, for example, the right to food, right to work, narega, etc. So in our time, so how I prepared is, I basically, I when I enrolled myself in BSW, during my BSW course, I was simultaneously, uh, I used to daily, if not daily, rigorously, I used to follow Hindu. I used to read the Frontline and Yojana. This is the development journal that I used to follow, two, three development journals, and this give you an idea about the social development sector, because that sector is very vast. And what happens is, Rishabh, there are very few people, to be very honest and frank, that they understand and know, okay, that there is this sector which is known as the social impact or social sector, social work within the country. Though it is very
Right.
small, it is the tertiary sector, third sector. But there are, so people used to think, okay, what will you do? How much will you fetch? Can you make a career out of social work?
Right.
So
Right.
I can say you can definitely make a career out of social work, and it is a career. You should take it as a career, and there are options how you should go ahead, how
So,
one should plan.
so that exactly leads to my next question. I mean, uh,
Okay.
what do you have to say to parents who are like forcing kids? That, let's say your kid is interested in social sciences, he or she wants to pursue social studies, but then you're gonna your parents saying, how will you get a job in this work? This field has no jobs. This field has no promise. How are you going to earn money? How
Right.
are you going to fend for yourself? So first of all, I refuse to believe this fact. If you're good in
Right.
any field, you are gonna you're going to earn
Correct.
your bread, and if you stay dedicated, you're going to do it. But anyways, what's your suggestion for the parents, especially who stop the students from pursuing social studies? Because I think there is enough opportunity. People are just not
Yes.
aware of it. So
Yes.
so
Yes.
so that also brings me to the fact that if you can just combine with the kind of work that you have done over the past 13
Right.
years,
Right.
right? So
Right.
you can just relate the two things: what kind of work you have done, and
Right.
what
Right.
social work professional is expected to do, and the job opportunities that are there in the market. So if you can please elaborate on
Right.
these facts,
Right.
I think
Right.
it will be a great help for uh, for
Right.
all the students as well as the parents.
See, thank you for asking this question. Let me put it that way in the beginning. So it's I'm very thankful to you that you have asked this question, because this is something that it is there, but normally we don't address this. Uh, so let me give my example only. So I have been in the field for almost 13 years, which includes my 8.5 years of work experience, and then I have 5 years of internship experience that I have done. So in the sector, what happens is the sector is, uh, as we call it, the social impact, or the third sector, or the NGO sector, basically. It needs variety of professionals from different fields. Not only that, we need social workers. Social workers are technical people who work with people, who work with clients, and who work with donor agencies. But the sector needs people who have background in research. So the sector needs people who knows who have background in marketing, or who is very good in finance, because at the end the sector also have support functions. For example, there are opportunities at grant manager, donor manager. So there are front facing roles, such as in the a person who has done marketing can definitely join the sector, where the person will be dealing with different clients of the organization, say uh, the donor agencies or the funding partners. Now let me break this question. So the first part is with parents, and the next part I will come to the how the sector has evolved, and
Yep.
what are the opportunities that we have. So for parents, I myself has faced a small uh, a kind of challenge, to be honest, because the kind of environment that normally we grow up in the country, and also in some pockets, it's very traditional and very different kind of parenting approach. But I will not go there very much, but let me focus on this way. So what we do is, once I got admission in TISS in social work, you know I told my parents that I have got admission, and this is the scope of uh, the subject, and this is the prospectus. So so anyway, I did my BSW, so they had some kind of understanding, okay, what is BSW and something, okay. But most of the parents, even I realize till today when I talk to my parents also, though they have over a period of time, they have interacted with me so many times, so they have some understanding. But
Sure.
otherwise, most of the time they don't realize what I actually do in the sector. They know, so they can identify, they actually identify me, or they re- relate me with my position. Okay, so and so position in so and so organization. Okay, okay, so that is the person doing. But what exactly I am doing is, basically I have to explain every time I go back home, or I am having a discussion with them. Okay, this is
Yeah.
what I am doing. So there's a
Please,
mental
please,
burnout
please,
that happens.
please enlighten us with what you do. I mean, the forum is open. Please.
So 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 before I come to that, let me just give you uh, a link to this. So it's actually very difficult. First, it's very difficult. It uh, it becomes difficult for us to convince parents that I want to take up humanities against the popular and very sought after subjects
Yeah.
like PCM and others. Because actually, what happens is, it's not entirely responsibility, or the parents are not at fault. Rishabh, to be very honest. What has happened is it is actually our education policy. It's framed in such a way which makes us think that okay, uh, if you do certain subjects well, then you will get a job. You know, so
Yeah.
that's how. But what happens is I realized over a period, when the period of time, that after I completed masters, and if you have a certain goal in mind, okay, you want to do this, and then you pursue it from a proper institution which is specialized in that, then what happens is it gives you an edge over others. You know, for example, if I do a sociology a social work course from Calcutta, or and I do a social work course from TISS, what happens is it at the end of the coursework, when I get the placement, there is the difference. You know, it's not that the person who comes out of TISS gets a very good high package. It's not about package, because, and let me be very frank to all the viewers here who are listening to us today, they should understand that TISS is known for two courses. Initially when it started, it was social work. It was basically known for social work when it started in 1936 as the Dorabji Tata School of Social Work.
Yes.
But then it it also introduced PM and IR, which is personal management and industrial relations, which then later became masters in human resource management. You know, now TISS HR is equivalent to very good institutions HR like IIM, XLRI,
Yeah.
but at a very half the cost. You know, so HR has very good package. Social work also in the country, when we start, we get very decent, very frugal packages, if not a package which helps you to sustain yourself in the beginning. It's not a very high five package that we start with as social work professionals in the sector. And to give all of the viewers as an idea, the sector, within the sector is divided into funding organizations and implementing organizations. So funding organizations are those organizations, for example, organizations which have the fund or which gets the fund, and they channelize those funds into small programs and implement those by partnering with small implementing organizations across the country through their projects. For example, there's an organization which works on children rights. Okay, now that organization gets the fund, and then it implements with other state organizations in the partners, and they implement the programs. So if you join a funding organization, so as a social worker, a social work professional, you can uh, you join a funding agency. What happens is the sector, in the NGO sector, as we call it, the third sector, there are international NGOs also. So the pay scales vary. The NGO sector has a very streamlined pay, which is it
Okay,
depends
but
on
give
your
a rough.
position.
Can you give a rough idea? I mean, let's say a fresher,
Yeah,
how much does your
yeah,
annual
I will.
package can you expect?
Yeah, I'll come to that. So what happens is when you start as a fresher in the sector, as a MSW professional in the sector, you get to get an salary per month, say around 3 lakhs per annum. Okay, 3 lakhs to 3.6 lakh, and 4 lakh, 3.6 to 4 lakh. If you pass out from TISS, you get a salary uh, package. You know, but it and it depends. It's not so. It is around 25 to 30,000. 35,000 is the
Yeah.
average that a recent MSW graduate who has passed out from TISS gets. Okay, over a period of time, what happens is, once with experience, so in the Indian NGO sector, it is like with your experience and with your the designation changes. But if you are if you can join a funding agency, suppose if you join an international NGO or a funding agency, what happens is the pay scale increases. The salary is different and it increases. It is not similar to the
Okay.
Indian pay scales.
Okay.
So this is in terms of salary, but in terms of the work, the sector is divided into funding organization and implementing organizations, and there are government agencies also. There are government agencies, so you can, as a social worker, you can be in programs, in managing programs, implementing program as program officer, senior program officer, program manager. You can be into research. If you are good in research, you have done your research well, you know statistical packages like SPSS, statistical package for social science, or Atlas TI, or NVivo, which is required for qualitative, and you are interested and you are genuinely good with research, then there are people who join research side. So within the organization, within the sector, there is need for people who are good in research. Okay, and people who are good in research, after some time with their PhDs, their salary also increases over a period of time. You know, but one thing is there in the sector that I should share with all of you, that I actually share with my junior every time I speak to them for any orientation, is uh, one thing that before taking up social work, not any institution, I'm saying any institution you go in the country, see, there are at present there are four big names in the country for social work, that I should say. One is, of course, TIS is there in the number one position, but there is Delhi School of Social Work, there is Nirmala Niketan College of Social Work in Bombay, and there is Vishwabharati School of Social Work. You know, these are the four institutions that people who are willing to, like, how we aspire, how people aspire for IITs and IIMs, like as coveted jobs. Okay, I will go to IIT and I'll get a coveted job. So in the same way, people who are interested in social work should at least list down this four from their plus two level and their focus, and they should start preparing. Now, anywhere you go within the profession of social work, one thing is there, that is field work. You cannot escape field work in social work. That is one thing. And what will happen is, and so actually field work in your student days, from your student days, while you are graduation, doing your graduation or pursuing your masters, you are actually prepared to deal with the real life situations. So field is actually the reality. So you
Kind of
are,
an internship, if you may say. Field work is kind
yes, so it is so field work is basically internship. It is not like, it is basically an internship. You're absolutely right.
yes.
So field work is basically an internship, but unlike the matlab in IITs or IIMs, what happens is you get students sometimes get paid, but
Stipend. Yeah.
uh, stipend, but here there's no stipend. So it is internship. What happens is, a student, based on his or her interest, like in the second year, the first year of MSW course across the country is generic. Okay, so Vishwabharati has a generic social work course. Nirmal Niketan in MSW, so I am now talking about MSW. MSW entire 2 year is very generic. There's no specialization. DSSW, Delhi School of Social Work, offers specialization in second year, and TISS used to offer in second year. So we were the last batch. We were lucky to have a generic course in the first year. But from now on, it is MA in development, MA in children and families, MA in women studies, like that. You know, but what happens is, a student of social work, while doing his BSW and MSW, gets placed with an agency, with an NGO, and weekly, twice or thrice, the student has to go to the field and to learn the work, and then prepare reports. So during your studentship, actually, it helps you to develop those and hone your professional skills. Actually, report writing, project management, going to the field, meeting donor, funder. A funder can be a person or an entity, an organization, which can be a national organization or an international organization. How to organize events, these are all there. And also, just and this reminded me of one thing that I forgot in the beginning, what you have asked, how I came to social work. So it was, why, since I took up humanities, so I had a very arduous task. matlab, I used to think, "Arey, I have to do something, because I have taken up
You have
humanities
to justify
after
your
10."
position. I mean, somehow you have to be successful in that.
Yeah,
Right?
because I
That's an
could
added pressure.
I could actually pursue my parents that let me pursue humanities, so they allowed. Now I have to do something. And then I realized that matlab, 11 12 was the time when I used to think what I should actually take up, because I used to see many of my seniors in Calcutta, in my locality, my friends, who were very good students, but they did uh, English honors, or sociology or history, but they did not get any jobs that time, and ultimately they went to some other jobs. So that led me to the thinking that I should pursue something. Since I've taken up humanities and I'm very much interested in sociology, is there something within sociology, within this framework of sociology, a professional kind of a course which is professionally oriented, like how we think of MBA, BBA kind of a course? And it was this question that led me to my teacher. So she was my class teacher, and I asked her, "Is there any course which is very professional? I don't want to do a regular BA MA course." Then she suggested, "Okay, you should think of this." Because what happens is, if you are a BSW graduate also, you get job, unlike a BA graduate who will
Yeah,
struggle
yeah,
to find a job. But because I am
absolutely.
speaking from the practicality of the current scenario in the situation, because I have been in the skilling sector, so I have seen how it is difficult and challenging to place youths after they complete their certain course. So in Magic Bus, we train them so that they have those certain soft skills, desired soft skills, so that they are placement ready. You know, so that is how I took up social work also, because it is this course that gives you that leverage of getting a job if you want to do a job after your BSW.
Okay.
So this is my was my take.
So basically, jobs are not scarce. You just need to have the proper guidance like and then you will be just fine. And I think you need to focus on the
Exactly.
learning. You need to focus on what you learn. Learn it well. If you learn it well, there are enough jobs available as well. So Dipan,
Yes, yes, definitely.
we are gonna wrap it up here. It was a really insightful discussion, and I really hope it helps graduates who want to, or students who want to take up social work as a profession, or even humanities as a profession. And uh, and we will discuss other aspects as well in the coming videos. This surely doesn't cover all the aspects of social work. We hope to catch up with you.
Yeah. Only one thing that I should
Sure,
that I would like
sure.
to say here, Rishabh, is that there are enough opportunities within the sector. There are opportunities where one can work with the government, because there are several ministries. The Niti Aayog has its own program. In our time, when we passed out as social work graduates, we did not get those opportunities. Today there are, each state governments, they are coming up with fellowship, chief minister fellowship programs. Is called, it is how it is called. The Jharkhand government has come up with that. The Orissa government has that. The Haryana government has that. The Delhi government has that. So it is actually to attract young professionals from the social sector, and they pay you well. They pay you a stipend for 2 years. They pay you 75,000 per month, with plus
Hmm.
5,000 as your uh, conveyance and mobile recharge. And it is basically 2 years commitment. But what happens is, it helps a individual to learn the system, how to work with the system, what are the social policies are there. So there are plenty of opportunities, not only the sector, in the NGO sector. Also, what has happened is the CSR has come in place. So
Yeah.
so it is corporate social responsibility, we call it. So the CSR, so there are ample of opportunities for aspiring people who want to do social work, because the CSR is a mandate now, that 2% of the net profit of the company, the Indian government's mandate is that any company which has a turnover of more than certain amount crores, so the
Okay.
exact figures, I think 500 crores and then 1,000 crores net profit, 2% of CSR is mandated for those companies. So the CSR sector has opened up new opportunities for social work professionals, where they manage projects and they pay you, and they pay the. So what has happened in this journey of social work from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s towards the 2000 even? Uh, in my last 10 years uh, in the sector, my experiences in the last decade, I have seen a tremendous shift in the sector. The CSR has taken over, and they are paying you decent salaries, and there are enough opportunities for people actually.
Okay. It's a thriving industry, and really no need to be worried about it. Just go and get a good education, and you will be fine, I guess. Yeah. So on that note, we're going to end it here, Dipan. Thanks a lot for being on
Sure,
the
sir.
show, and we hope
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
catch with you up soon. Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.